there's a whole library of fun games to play on mobile devices.
Yeah, which is why we thought it was time to do a bit of a roundup of some of the games we've been playing on the go.
I never stopped running endless laser simulations in my central cortex. You should see my top score.
Oh, nice one, Taryn. Well, I love Star Wars games, so the latest one I found is called Puzzle Droids. It's basically Candy Crush with a Star Wars skin over the top. It's all about matching lots of different coloured things in order to complete objectives. Matching in certain patterns yields special blocks that can clear whole lanes or bomb an area, for example. And of course, combining two special blocks creates some satisfying super combo effects. It's all pretty standard match 3 kind of stuff, but I thought the developers did a good job of mixing in lots of Star Warsy elements into the gameplay. You'll go on a nice little jaunt trying to recover BB-8's memories. Along the way, cleaning up in Mars's cantina, blasting TIE fighters over the sands of Jakku, and competing against Chewbacca in a match of holo chess. Let the Wookiee win, right? It's still just matching things, but the Star Wars twist is great. What isn't great are the bugs. I encountered some weird graphical glitches, which sometimes made it impossible to even finish a level. And some of these levels are really, really tough. It's often just pure luck where the blocks drop in the right way to let you clear a stage. I often ended up stuck on a stage for days, which felt unfair.
It seems that the odds of successfully completing this memory are approximately 725 to 1.
I don't mind a bit of random chance, but it feels like it's a bit rigged to make you lose, and it's hard not to feel like this is a very intentional part of their free-to-play model. It's very, very stingy, handing out premium currency and power-ups just to lure you into spending real money on those microtransaction boosts.
I have a bad feeling about this.
But if you can deal with all of that, it's actually a pretty fun match 3 game. And I certainly like Star Wars more than I like candy, so I'm going to give it 2.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
I love Star Wars, Bajo. I might have to give it a go. Guys, I went fishing around and found a new Pokemon title called Magikarp Jump, and it's all about everyone's favourite useless flopping fish. The game sees you catching and training your very own mindless Magikarp to compete in competitive jumping leagues. Yes, jumping, because that's pretty much all they can do. Between matches, you'll need to level up your fishy friend by tapping on food and increase their jump power by training them with a number of very unaquatic exercises, such as sparring against a sandbag. You can, of course, spend coins on upgrades, while also decorating your pond and attracting other Pokemon to cheer on your Carptastic champion during matches. It all sounds very silly, and that's because it kind of is. In fact, it feels less like a game and more like a joke at the expense of this long-time Pokemon punchline. Aside from swiping and tapping around the pond, your only interaction is simply hitting a single button to train, shop, and, well, jump. True to the Pokemon brand, it does look and sound great, and I guess I can see people enjoying decorating their ponds, attracting more Pokemon and collecting carp, but at the end of the day, without that fun gameplay or interesting interaction, it didn't take long till this started to smell a bit fishy, so I'm only giving it 1.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
Sounds like a flop. What have you been playing, Rad?
Oh, let me tell you. The life of a detective isn't an easy one, kid. You gotta roll with the punches and take the dollars where they come. And if you're lucky, things will go swell. Until you get framed. 2. Frame 2 is the sequel to the successful Aussie-developed puzzle game, Framed. You move comic book-style panels around to change what happens, helping a briefcase-carrying silhouette escape. The simple direction of a ramp can mean the difference between success and failure. You'll be making all sorts of sly getaways just in the nick of time, all while a jazzy soundtrack fills your ears. It's such a delight how consistent they've kept the theme because film noir is so cool. And in the sequel, they've added some fun new puzzle types, like trying to figure out a pin code using the numbers presented in a scene. There's also some 2-character puzzles, which was a great evolution for the game. But there were also some puzzles I really didn't enjoy. Changing the direction your silhouette is moving was always confusing, and it felt like tedious trial and error. I didn't feel satisfied when I finally got the solution because it felt a little bit like luck, which is the opposite of what I want in a puzzle game. But overall, I thought this was a great sequel, and even though it was a little bit short, I had a whole heap of fun. I'm giving it 3.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.